Hey guys, what is up? Corey and Anthony here, back from Ecom Street, and as mentioned in the last video, this video is going to be about e-commerce, the new year coming up, 2020, and just a good mindset that you should have and really consider just like looking more into before you proceed with anything.
Yeah, honestly, guys, like mindset is like super important, man. Like how often do people tell you mindset's
Right.
just like the key to everything? You know what I mean? Just based off like anything you do, like being focused and being kind of just in the ball game all the time, just 100% focused into things.
Right, like
you know?
the most successful entrepreneurs out there, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, all these people, the one thing they all have in common is they're constantly learning. No matter what, like never are their mindsets like, oh, I have enough money, oh, I have enough of this, I'm good, I'm settling. They're continuously learning how they can improve, new trends, future trends, right? So number one, I would say in terms of mindset is never assume that you know everything or even know anything really. Just like continuously,
That's so true.
Continuously learn every single night. I don't care if you want to read the news articles. I don't care if you want to just read books. I do both every day really, and I think that just learning as much as you can, especially if you're young, is just crucial to your success.
Yeah, honestly, like as cliche as this may sound, I've actually been reading like Think and Grow Rich. Like I know everyone always says that's the book where like entrepreneurs start off kind of thing. And it's true, right? Like Corey read Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Corey read that, and I'm reading it right now too. And I've realized like wow, like it's a very powerful book too. You know, just some of the stuff you read in there is pretty. It can change your mind about a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just you can never stop learning, really, honestly, because it's never like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's just your brain just soaks up so much information. It's like a sponge. Like even like now at our age, at anyone's age, your brain can just like absorb so much information. And you can just learn about like anything you're interested in, right? And the more interested you are into something, it just makes it even better. Like if you're in school,
Exactly.
like learning about stupid stuff you don't even want to learn about, like it just sucks, right? So at least when I'm like reading something, or if I'm like looking something online, like how to do something, or just like a course, like a sales course, a marketing course,
Yeah.
like my brain's just focused. You know what I mean? Like
Of course, man.
that's just how it is, and you retain everything so much better that way too.
I think one common thing, because I've read multiple books by multiple entrepreneurs, including Think and Grow Rich, and I think one concept that's just like in all of those books is the story you tell yourself, because what you say really, guys, is what you are. So if you start an e-commerce business and your first two products don't go as planned, you start failing, you see the money that's out of your account, you tell yourself, oh, this isn't for me, oh, I suck at it, oh, I'm not good at it, but then you still work at it, you're not going to succeed. I don't care who you are, how skilled you are. If you think negatively, if you don't have that whole like successful winning mindset, then how are your actions going to represent something other than what you think, if that makes sense? So whatever you tell yourself is what you are. So if you keep on continuously failing, which is totally normal, and instead of saying to yourself, oh, I suck at this isn't for me, say to yourself, okay, this is my fault, I made a mistake, how is this going to help me in the future? How can this one step bring me closer to my end goal? And if you think with this mindset of just like success, and how everything happens for a reason, and that like pretty much how like you're unstoppable, then you will be unstoppable if you just keep thinking positive.
Yeah, and what I was about to say there too. Corey and I have actually watched the sales training course, one of Jordan Belfort's courses that we've watched. He mentioned something like, if you stare in the direction of your problems, do you remember in one of the modules? Yeah. When you stare in the direction of your problems, you tend to go that way. So back then, I think did he have like a helicopter or something?
Something like that.
A helicopter or fucking plane or something, I don't know, right? They would tell him, like, when you're landing the plane, you got to look in the direction you want to like steer in, right? To land to safety, right? So...
No, they were saying don't look down.
Yeah.
To pull up.
Yeah.
So as you're going down, don't look down. Just like focus on like in front of you.
But that means, like, when he said that, it actually made a lot of sense.
Yeah, it makes complete
if you think about it, right?
Makes complete sense.
Because like you're looking in the direction you're going, and if you're looking down, you're gonna keep going that way, right? So like if you look further ahead, like kind of like into the future kind of thing, like outside,
then everything else will just even out.
Yeah, like, and that's kind of what that means if you understand what we're talking about. But regardless, though, if you have a problem, there's always a solution to it too, right? And I think he said problem is one of the worst words you can use, I think, right? Problem, like he said problem,
and I think should.
Yeah, something problem. Like yeah, so like your problems turn into, was it like not solutions? I don't know. I know
challenges.
Challenges. That's what it was. So if you have a problem, you say I have a challenge or I have an obstacle in front of me, right? or if you're using like should, like I should do this, like no, like should doesn't exist. Like you must do it, or you can, right? You can do it, right?
The last thing you want to act like is as if you're a victim. So when I'm prospecting, when I'm talking to people that might want to work with me, when they hit me with things like, oh, I have a job and this and this and this and that in school, whatever, when they're hitting me with these kind of like, not even objections, just like excuses, and they sound like they're just victims. So they sound like, oh, Earth is doing this to me. That's all life's fault. It's not my fault at all. But like, I'm stuck in school. I hate it. Whatever. Like, whatever the case may be. Like people talk like they're victims, and that's one thing that I'm hugely against. And ask anyone else who's successful. Like it's terrible. Like you can't act like you're a victim. You gotta act like it's your fault. Like it's the reason the problem even started. And now it's your responsibility to get out of it. Because if you act like you're a victim, well, number one, you're not. But if you do have that mindset, no one else, no matter how much of a victim you think you are, no one's going to help you enough to help you fix your issue. Like, no one really cares that much besides yourself, right? So you're in charge of your problems, and you have to get yourself out of those problems. No one else will.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're in control of your life, so whatever you see is right for you, basically, you have to do it. But if you're kind of stuck in a loop, something you don't like, you have to get yourself out of it regardless, right? It's only up to you. No one else is making your decisions for you, right? And that's where Corey's trying to come from there, right? Mm-hmm. But just this 2020 season is going to be a great year for all of you guys. I just know it. All of our viewers, all of our subscribers, people that are watching us and supporting us daily, I just know you guys are going to kill it this year for sure, because it's such a year full of opportunities. There's so many things that are coming for everyone, right? And please, guys, don't be afraid to take action with stuff, honestly, okay? Coming from two guys that didn't know anything, like what, 2-3 years ago, right? Really, like we literally didn't know anything about like business, really. I mean, we were always business oriented, but I mean, we were never really serious about it, right? And I say we took our steps like pretty seriously, like towards the end of high school, and we took our action, and it brought us to where we are today, and we're pretty proud of that. So
if there's one thing that you guys should get from this video and take away from it, it's never expect to win or succeed in anything you do. I don't care if you're a professional athlete and you have a huge game that you think you're going to win. I don't care if you're starting a brand new company. Never expect to have any sort of success and you'll win. So when you go into something with no expectations, no beliefs of anything, and you just go into it with an open mind and just start and see what happens, that's when you'll start winning. So if there's one thing that out of everything we just said, you remember, it's just like, don't expect success to happen immediately. Don't expect it to happen ever, and you'll acquire it. You will. And
honestly, guys, even for those who are like, no handouts are ever given to you too. Okay, that's one thing I've learned that too from my there's people that come from like good families, whatever, like they're well off or whatever, so they have like a lot of money to invest at first, right? Well, fortunately enough, me and Corey are at pretty good part in our lives now, I'd say, with that, so we don't have to really worry about that too much, but. For those that aren't too fortunate or whatever, it's never too late to start something you want to always dream of.
Exactly. And when I say don't expect to succeed, that doesn't mean don't think success conscious. So still think success conscious, but when failures start happening, tell yourself, okay, this is part of the plan. This is a building block to where I want to be. That kind of thing is what I mean. So still think like you're a successful person, but don't expect it to happen, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Figure that out yourselves and you will be set.
Alright guys, so I hope that gives you guys some inspiration kind of, since we've been away for a while. We just kind of wanted to make almost like a sincere video to you guys, just to telling you guys about kind of like how we feel about like everything and how we've come a long way with our journey. But stay tuned during the break, because like I'm off now for school and everything, and I have like so much time on my hands now. So we're gonna be like grinding our content daily, like on Instagram and everything, even YouTube. So guys, please leave a comment in the YouTube section in the comments below. Like, tell us what you guys want us to make, and we'll look through your comments and we'll make a video based off what they want. Right? Like, everybody have some ideas planned out for you guys, but please like send us your commentary of what you think should be next for our video. Okay.
All right, guys.
And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next video.
Peace, guys.